and you're fighting a bunch of robot armies. He's the guy with a bow and arrow. He's the guy that keeps gods down to earth. He's the guy that you know from The Town, from The Hurt Locker, from American Hustle, from 28 Weeks Later, from the Bourne movies, from Mission Impossible. He's an Oscar nominee and one of Earth's mightiest heroes. With the World Chicago ComicCon, make some noise for Jeremy! Thank you all. Wow. Welcome. This is fantastic. Feel free to stretch out. I will. Kick back and all that. Yeah, settle in. Well, before we throw to audience questions, I have a question to kick things off. A question you probably can't even answer, but
I'm going to answer.
You're going to answer. Yeah. We saw some really cool footage at D23 of Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah?
We did.
I haven't seen anything.
You and Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, you have a little face-off, and
Oh, they show that?
they showed that,
Oh, wow.
and they said, "Are we gonna fight now? As long as you don't hit me too hard." I'm guessing the very next moment is not you guys hugging it out and having a peaceful resolution.
No, she gets tossed somewhere. I didn't do it though. I didn't do it. I was nice to her.
Man, okay, so that's not you.
She's my woman. She's badass.
Yeah. All right.
Well, let's go ahead and throw it to audience question. Hi there. We have a doctor in line there with a bow tie.
What was your favorite scene to shoot in the Mission Impossible Rogue Nation movie?
In the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't know, man. I enjoyed going to set every day. I think anytime you had Simon Pegg and Tom and being all together, even with Alec, I did a lot of stuff with Alec, and he's just a riot. Just a riot to work with. So I think anytime I was with those guys, it was very fun.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Hi there with the red jacket.
Hi, thank you so much for coming. This is really exciting.
What's in your hand? What is that?
This is your shield.
Oh, you're okay. So you're Scarlet Witch, and that's your little dead brother. Okay.
Oh, I'm in deep denial about that.
Way to make this panel morbid, I guess.
I was just wondering if you have any stories about pranks that happened backstage, or what was the funniest moment?
On the set of the Avengers?
Yes, Avengers.
Well, look, that's another crew they're all degenerates. And they're all amazing. And, I'm right there with them. So I think, again, anytime you get all of us together, not a lot gets done. As far as like any pranks, I mean, wow, most of them I can't tell. So it's a family show. Be nice.
So we'll keep it clean.
We'll keep it clean.
But funny things did happen.
Oh, yeah.
And you will never hear about
You'll
them.
never know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi, so Hawkeye is obviously very good at aim and shooting bows and arrows and stuff, so I was wondering if you went to a boot camp or something to learn about getting better aim or how to use a bow and arrow and stuff?
Yeah, I did train actually. It didn't serve me too well. Archery in real life is very different than Hawkeye archery, But yeah, I did train with the Olympic archers and got pretty good at it actually, but it doesn't really serve me for Hawkeye stuff. But yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello there.
Hello, I just want to first of all say I'm such a huge fan of Hawkeye, not only in the movies, but in the comics, so just meeting you or seeing you is such a big deal to me. But my question is, in the comics, Hawkeye is hard of hearing, but in the movies that isn't really addressed.
What'd you say?
Hard of hearing? Hard of hearing in the comics, yeah.
In the movie that isn't really addressed, so what are your thoughts on that, or did you have any input?
What was the last part of that, sweetheart? You said about his dress?
We're not even joking, just lean in a little bit. It legitimately is hard to hear. Yeah.
That's it. What are your thoughts in the movie that he isn't hard of hearing? Because I think that was a really that was a big issue to me just because I'm such a huge fan of his in the comics, and I thought that it really brought a lot of diversity in the comic world, and to not have that in the movies was a little sad.
Yeah, I don't really dig into the comics so much because there's so many different worlds of that, from the old world and new world of Hawkeye especially. I don't know anything about him being hard of hearing. I don't know if I would have actually played that anyway. There's still, I think, a lot to discover with that character anyway. And I personally like the character because he's a human being. He just has a high skill set. He's, I guess, a superhero, but he has no superpowers. That's why I like him. So he's, I can access that. I can understand that. I don't know how Hemsworth flies around with a hammer and makes it. He can pull it off. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I didn't know about that. So thanks for making me aware of that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But from where we're sitting, we're very hard of hearing up here, so yeah.
Just old.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You guys look awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So we're obviously really big fans of the Avengers, so our question is about Hawkeye. I don't know what I heard you right.
We were wondering if you have any like special rituals or anything you do to get into character before you play Hawkeye, before you go on screen.
Like any human sacrifices or anything?
I shoot people.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if anything, to be honest, I stretch. And it's only to make sure that the costume holds up. When I do have to do like a lunge or some sort of thing, and sometimes it does rip and it's not pretty. And it's a family show. So yeah, I stretch it out.
All right, thank you.
And that's really a good life lesson for all of us. Yeah, stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out.
Hi there.
Hi, first of all, you are my favorite Avenger, and my question is, did you enjoy having a bigger role in the last Avengers movie? And do you want more in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. The things that we did in the second Avengers movie was discussed to use in the first one. Just didn't make it in the cut because Joss had a very difficult task to write all those characters in one movie for the first time. So he's able to throw in, the more stuff that we were able to do in the second one. And yeah, I think there's still a lot to explore. I think as soon as you start mixing other characters and relationships and what deepens and what gets scorned and that sort of thing, that's always interesting to me. So I'm not sure what's going to happen in the next sort of few, I don't know, I can't even say if I live or die. I hope they keep me around. We'll see. But thank you.
Thanks.
Hi there.
Hi, I love your work. I love the way you portray your characters, like humanity and vulnerability. It just allows the audience to connect more with your character. But my question was,
How did you get into acting, and what made you want to act for your career?
Acting to me was sort of was therapy, really. I got to hide in characters and explore a lot of emotions and things that were going on in me as a young kid in a safe way. So it was a playground for me to, because I grew up in a very small town, whereas, I'm a guy, and it's a cow town where I'm from, and it wasn't cool to cry or do this or do that. So I was able to kind of just, explore all of who I was safely by hiding in these characters. And then it became much more about human behavior and psychology and all those sort of things that I studied. And then I started just falling in love with people and continue doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, one of those intense character roles was
In the Town. Great movie. Awesome movie. You got to rock a nice Southie accent in that one.
Yeah, Charlestown, yeah.
Now that Ben Affleck is Batman, he has lost his Boston accent for that. So
I don't think he ever had a Boston accent. No.
Why can't you have a superhero with a Boston accent? Why can't Hawkeye be from Boston?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it could be, but it's a little late now.
A little late now.
If I started doing that, you're like, what's wrong with Hawkeye?
Blame Loki or an Infinity Stone or something. Yeah.
Hi.
Could someone help that young
I know,
the
you
microphone?
just
Yeah.
I was wondering, what's your favorite Avenger not counting you?
Solid question.
Me. I don't know. I don't know yet. I think there's more to discover. I don't know if yeah, me, Mama.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Thank you.
Hi, Jeremy. I know that I was a little tiny bit disappointed whenever you were on Ellen this last time, and I think that a lot of the women can see you redeem yourself by twerking.
Well, this is where my job as a moderator comes in to say, we're not going to put the guy on the spot that way. I don't want to make the man feel like...
Yeah, I first of all, to be honest, when she did ask me that on that show, for those of you that didn't see it, she asked me a lot of questions about what was she doing? She's asking like,
You were doing
I had to act it out, right?
Yeah,
Whatever it was, I had to act it out. I was doing a lot of ridiculous things as it was. But she asked me to twerk, and I really wasn't quite sure what that was. So then I kind of clued in, and people in the audience started doing it. I'm like, I just could not do that. So no, I make an ass of myself. I make a boob of myself, whatever, all the time. I don't need to make a complete jackass.
Yeah. You don't need more fodder on the internet.
Look, I'm 44, I don't know how to fall on my back, and no one wants to see it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, thank you anyway.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you.
A valiant effort, though, on the twerking, yeah.
Hi there.
Hi. Who will win in a fight? Hawkeye or Arrow?
Oh. Getting real now.
My stock answer always is Godzilla.
That would be the best crossover ever, yeah. There you go, yeah, it's Godzilla. I hear he's a mean archer, too.
He's a monster.
Hey.
At the end of the Avengers, Black Widow whispered something in your ear. What was it? My prevailing theory was Hail Hydra.
What was that?
My prevailing theory was Hail Hydra.
Oh, you think it was Hail Hydra? Oh. I don't know.
I can tell you she didn't say that.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what she really said.
Yeah. I just assumed it was the same thing Bill Murray said in her ear at the end of Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey there. Hey there.
Hi. Really enjoyed your Avengers movies. Absolutely fantastic in Avengers 2. Absolutely love you. So I think everyone here is really hyped for Civil War. So why Captain America over Iron Man?
Well, I think he was sort of, I don't know. They wrote me in that side. I had to pick a side. And I guess, it makes sense. It made sense to me, I suppose. But,
yeah. You'll have to tune in next March and find out.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Maybe I switch sides.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Maybe Godzilla makes an appearance.
That's right.
You don't know.
You don't know.
All right, there you go. Thank you.
Hey.
Hi, I just want to say it's really cool meeting you. My question is, on the set of the Avengers, who was the most immature, goofed off?
Most immature, yeah.
That's all of us, man. I mean, I rank up there very high. I think Evans is up there, Downey, they're all up there. I think Scarlett's probably the most mature. So, she's the mother hen. She kind of wrangles all us 14-year-old boys. Yeah, I think it's all the boys. All the girls are proper. They're awesome. Yeah, the boys are ridiculous.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
That question. Who's the most immature? Who was the most mature? Well, you said Scarlett was, but yeah, you Scarlett. Yeah.
Hi there. We have another little archer here. Hey.
Hello.
What's up, buddy? Hey, man.
I just want to ask, in Avengers Infinity War, the next Avengers movie, do you get to actually wear a mask on your suit?
Oh, does he get a mask on his suit?
Because I saw some pictures.
It's awesome. Were they on the internet?
Yep.
Don't believe anything that's on the internet.
Don't stay off the internet. You shouldn't be on that thing anyway.
What?
It's dangerous.
No, it's not.
Hey man, I'm crazy about you. But no, I can tell you, no, I don't wear a mask. We went with the Ultimates version. The Ultimate, you know the Ultimates version of Avengers and Hawkeye?
Oh yeah, Avengers Assemble.
Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah.
We watched that show.
Yeah, you rock that. Yeah, where's your mask?
My mom has my sunglasses.
That's like a good mask. Sunglasses are a good mask.
Where's your mama right now? Mama, don't let him on the internet. Mama?
He's just here alone. He learned to drive on the internet. Well, I think you can rock the mask, all right?
All right.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Hey there, another little person over there.
Hello?
Hi.
My name is Ben.
Hey, Ben.
How much training has it been for you to use a bow and arrow?
How much stranger has it been?
Training.
Sorry.
It was probably only like, 4 or 5 hours worth. 4 or 5 hours.
Is that satisfactory answer? He's like, that wasn't what I was expecting. All right. Okay. What's your mask, young sir?
Hello.
Hey, what mask are you wearing?
Ultron?
That's when things got awkward at the con. All right, thanks, little Ultron Jr. Hi there.
Okay.
You're awesome.
Hey.
I love these kids, man. Fantastic.
First I wanted to say thank you for coming all the way to like Rosemont and all. And then my question is, there's a lot of controversy on whether the first Avengers or Age of Ultron is better. What do you like better, and what was more fun filming?
I mean, it's apples and oranges to me. I think there's very different movies. I mean, I liked the second one because I had more to do in it. The first one, I think, it's maybe not quite as busy of a movie. Age of Ultron, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts in that one. I feel like I was able to track, even though that was confusing to me too. I'm like, what are these things flying? But yeah, I don't know. I think they're very, very different movies. So it's kind of hard to say,
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be out here. Thank you.
Which costume did you like better from each movie?
Probably the last one.
Last one?
But that's
The current one?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Civil War.
All right.
Civil War, for sure.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
First off, I'd like to say that you look great in flower crowns.
The flower crown? Oh yeah, you made me wear that? Is that the one? Yeah, okay.
Clearly I missed something, but okay.
Yeah, we were doing photos today. She made me wear this flowery crown.
Well, apparently you rocked it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I put it on.
That's actually the new Civil War costume. What's your question?
I was wondering what your reaction was when you found out that you were married and had kids in Age of Ultron.
Oh, I thought that was wow. I mean, I thought it was awesome. First of all, it's a little bit different than what we were talking about putting in the movie, but then once it came out, it ended up being the sort of hub. Like it was never coming out of the movie. Everybody really loved that aspect of it because it was a very grounding thing when you have this bunch of robots flying around, and it was just I loved it. I thought it was a really interesting part of the movie and really great insight to the character.
Cool. Thank you.
Hello there.
Hi.
Daddy Hawk, I guess, right? Yeah.
Hawk Dad.
I was just wondering, how do you feel about a potential Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers crossover?
How do you feel about a Guardians of the Galaxy Avengers crossover?
That's a lot. It's already a lot of people in the Avengers game, man. You're gonna put more? You're gonna put a dang tree and a raccoon and Pratt. I love that guy. But I love what they did with Guardians. Actually, I thought that was one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long time. They did a really good job with it. Is that gonna happen? Do you know more than I know?
Have you been talking to Disney?
Yeah, I think they'll probably do another Guardians. They'll do another. We still have Avengers 3, 4 to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look, you're gonna be like 80 by the time that comes out, okay? And I'm certainly not gonna be Hawkeye. I'm gonna be a dead guy.
I think there's a hero for that too, though. Thank you. Hey.
Hi. How would you feel about doing an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cameo? We have Bobby Morris. It would be great if we saw.
I've said it before. I'm happy to go up on there and do something. It'd be fun. Heck, where do they shoot that, by the way? You know?
In LA.
In LA, yeah, man. I live in LA, so yeah, it'd be easy. I just gotta work near my daughter, so I'm in. I love it. I love Clark Gregg and all those guys, so I'd be so in on it. Cool. I haven't been invited, so yell at those people.
We can officially invite you right here.
Are you the casting director for?
You'd really love to see.
Well, look the internet. Let the internet know. Except for that kid.
Yeah, stay up.
Hey there.
Hi. What was your favorite line from Avengers 2: Age of Ultron?
Wow, I don't know. I don't really believe in favorites. It's the only thing. I certainly always, even when I read it, most of the stuff I did in the movie was all pretty much improv, except for that line that I'm going to mention is the one about the bow and arrow thing that you mentioned. It just was the appropriate time for it, and I love when characters are fallible and they make fun of themselves and state the obvious. And I thought it was really brilliantly written by Joss on that one. So I'll stick with that one.
Thank you.
I don't remember the line. I'm sorry. Yeah. The pen goes in, I remember it for a minute, and then it just got out. Bye-bye.
It's done.
And I don't watch the movies, so.
Cool.
Thank you. Hi there. We only have a couple minutes left, so I know we're not going to get through all of these. But let's go quickly, and we'll get through as many as possible.
Hi, Jeremy. I was just
Hi.
wondering, what's your favorite scene that you filmed in the Avengers movies?
You know, there's not any one scene that's kind of, I get maybe the party scene, the after party scene, I suppose, in the Avengers Age of Ultron. That was quite fun. We're all just sitting around, kind of hanging out, trying to lift a hammer. That was kind of fun, I suppose. Everything else is like, stunt or running around and shooting.
Yeah.
So, that one's kind of separated itself from all that stuff.
Cool character moments there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Cool. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, welcome to actually. What was it like did you have to do a lot of physical work for the Hurt Locker, actually, to play that character and make that character look real when you were doing the Hurt Locker?
Yeah, I was at Fort Irwin with EOD team off and on for about a year. So I got really good at, building bombs and rendering them safe and learning the life of being on base and going to Afghanistan and Iraq and those kind of places. So I did, quite a bit of work prior to shooting. So then when it was time to shoot, it was my job. I knew how to do it at least.
Okay. I hope to work with you in the future.
All
I'm looking for you, so I don't know if I can get it to you now.
Maybe we'll try to get that later, but we want to get through this panel. Thank you very much.
Thanks, bud.
Okay. Hi, young lady. How are you?
Good.
What's your question?
My question is, did you like playing Hawkeye or Hansel better?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, Hawkeye.
Cool. Good question. question.
It was a fun movie to shoot, though. I really enjoyed shooting Hudson Road. It was fun.
Thank you. Hi there.
The Ultron kid, isn't it?
The Ultron kid.
Hanging the mic on his head.
Yeah, he's planning world domination right now. Yeah. Hey there.
Hi. I wanted to say I loved you in Dumber. I thought it was...
That's creepy. Awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if you could sing something real quick.
No. Again, like, this is where bad cop Aaron comes in, and I'm like, no, we're not gonna force him to sing anything. But if you have a question...
Actually, I do. When you're auditioning for something, what's like the worst thing that could possibly happen for you?
Oh, I think there's some, I don't know, auditioning is a very different thing than acting. It's a very strange sort of gauge to see if someone can play a part or not, but I know I've probably had a lot of terrible auditions experiences, I suppose. The worst thing that could happen, I suppose, my very first audition, I guess I didn't even audition it. I went down to LA, and I came from theater, so I go into the set with the casting director, and she says, do you have the sides? I go, I don't know what that is. What do you mean sides? Sides, for those that don't know, are like the pages to learn from the script. I didn't know that because in theater it's a very different process. So I said, I don't know what you're talking about, sides. She said, you're not an actor, get the hell out of my office. I'm like, no, you're kidding. I have it memorized, I don't need the paper, I got it in my head. She said, you don't know what sides are? Get out of my office, you're not an actor. I remember that girl's name. But that was my first audition. Yeah, she kicked me out, said I wasn't an actor.
Well done for not putting that on the internet.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we're technically out of time, but if you could just make a quick comment or something that allow it.
I was gonna say,
it's a family show.
Is there gonna be any talk about Hawkeye movie?
That, again, that's above my pay grade. I mean, it's a Kevin Feige question, or Marvel and all those guys that do that. They've got big plans for that universe, and there's a lot of exciting characters and things that happen. So I don't know the answer to that. I'm sorry.
You'll probably find out before he does, based on the internet.
Probably.
That's right. Except for the kid that shouldn't be on the internet. Like,
On that